What's up, guys? I'm Jen. Welcome to South of the Blue Line. Kenneth is sick. Last time we filmed, we were 2/3 of the way through our New York road trip. Now we're on the island. We got shut out. Kari did save 33 out of 36 shots. We come back home and play the Caps. This game was very intense. 4-3 loss in overtime. First period, Adam Cracknell, a young guy who's actually been doing pretty good. Second period, Patrick Eves and the captain on the power play. In OT, we made a mistake of playing Klingberg. Now, I'm sorry. If we haven't learned anything from Klingberg's previous experience in OT, we clearly have not been watching our games, because Klingberg has only succeeded in OT, from what I recall, and from looking through the stat sheet, once, maybe twice, all season this year. OT is not somewhere that John Klingberg belongs, especially right now. You see, John Klingberg's finger is actually split open. One of his fingers got split open when he got slashed on the very tip. If it's his bottom one, it's even worse. I'm just saying, injuries can cause mistakes. My opinion in this whole matter is that Frazier just needs to go. We put him in charge of running things like the OT team, and that's not working out. We are very, very, very terrible in OT right now. And you can't tell me that we don't know how to play 3-on-3 hockey. We clearly know how to play 3-on-3 hockey. Look at last season. We kicked butt in OT last season. This season we are struggling so heavily. And those of you who are superstitious hockey fans are going to go, well, we should blame Tyler Seguin for picking the warm-up music and having that song that goes OT, OT, never much love when we go OT. Because this season we haven't gotten any love when we go OT. However, we have gotten some love when we go OT. So, I think the problem is Klingberg and Frazier, not Sagan's music choices. Move on to Minnesota in Dallas. That game was infuriating, as always, because it's Minnesota. The only goals during regulation came in the second period. Seguin and Eves on the power play, no less. Attaboy, Eves. Attaboy. Using that caveman beard power. Then we go into the shootout. Eves, again. Seguin misses. Sharp misses. The captain, check. Attaboy. Spezza misses. Minnesota right now, we're lining up. Make, miss. Makes it, just like Jamie. Fifth shot. Oh gosh, that fifth shootout shot. That was so frustrating. I was like, we're there. We're not there. Thought for sure Kari was going to save it. So now we've got Buffalo in town. Oh man, I'm so glad I went to that game. First of all, Tyler Seguin bobblehead night. Yeah. Although I don't understand why he has a giraffe neck. It's a little weird. We silently sub Kari in for Niemi after the first period. Okay, everybody's screaming about, let's get rid of Kari, let's get rid of Kari. Do you really want somebody that we've had to sub out 3 times in the month of January alone? After he lets in 3 shots, 4 shots, 5 shots, whatever it may be, in the first period. Detroit, boom, see ya. The earlier Minnesota game, when they got up 4-1 by the end of the first period, bye, Niemi. See you later. We don't have time for your crap. I'm sorry. Niemi is the one that needs to go. I'm sorry. You can think what you want, but Kari is the one that saved our butts the last 3 times Niemi blew it. We go down 2-1 in the first period, which is when we set Kari in, pull Niemi out. First period, only goal from the Stars, Patrick Sharp. Second period, the captain on the power play, Patrick Sharp again. And Tyler Seguin. During this game, we were on the phone with Toronto a total of 2 times. The first time we were on the phone so long, we ran out of Enya, our Jumbotron guys, shut off the entire board, and we're like, go home, we're going to be here all night trying to figure this out, see you guys tomorrow. Like, they shut off the entire board, all the lights around the Jumbotron, everything, just shut it all down. It was hilarious. And then they tried to review the last 11 seconds of the game after the buzzer sounded and the score was announced. I'm sorry. Buffalo was already in the showers. They got off the ice. The second the buzzer sounded, they were like, all right, peace out, we're done, bye, and they skated off. The entire team skated off. The only people left on the benches in this moment were the 5 guys of ours who were skating during the last 11 seconds of the game, including the captain, and Buffalo's coaches. That's it. Everybody else left. Our entire team left. Our goalies left. And then they wanted to review the last 11 seconds of the game. Like, what are you going to do? Go skate down to the locker room and make them come back out? Really? It was stupid. Alright, so that brings us to the All-Star break. Tyler Sagan was our only representative in the All-Star game this year. He did the Gatorade Relay Challenge for the Skills Challenge, and he was doing puck control. He also was the second shooter in the 4-line shooting challenge. Kenneth's opinion of the All-Star game was that it is an unwatchable snooze fest, and I agree. I'm tired of seeing the same 4 Blackhawks players, the same 3 San Jose Shark players, the same 2 Washington Capitals players. Like, it's always the same people, and I'm over it. So here's my suggestion for a new format. Quit letting fans vote people in. You're like, oh, we're going to give the power to the people. We're going to let them pick their all-stars. Here's the problem with that. People are only voting for people that they've heard of or they know, if they're participating at all. I am sick, and other fans in general, I've talked to people, I've asked questions. Everybody's sick of seeing the same 4 Blackhawks players every year in the All-Star game. It's stupid. Here's a new All-Star format for you. We have 30 teams, 44 players in the All-Star game. Take away your 2 goalkeepers. That gives you 9 players per division, like skaters. 9 physical skaters per division. Alright? That gives you 1 to 2 skaters per team per division. Okay, so we met our 1, but the Blackhawks blew out their 2 by 2. So, what do we do here? Well, I think, first of all, the only players that should be getting voted into the All-Star game are goalies. Because, I'm sorry, fans in general can agree that when a team has a good goalie, they have a good goalie. In this situation, I would suggest that we allow the teams to use stats and say, this is our best forward and this is our best defenseman. And then you do a, wide sweep stats run of every forward and every defenseman. And you pick the top 6 forwards and the top 3 defensemen, which is why some teams will have 2 skaters instead of 1. Use your statistics. But each team can only nominate 1 forward and 1 defenseman. So that way it's more of a level playing field. And then it makes it not a boring snooze fest. The other thing is, why? Why are we doing division versus division 3-on-3? We should be doing one big East versus West game. 5-on-5, actual hockey. The 3-on-3 is for if it goes into overtime. Because I'm sick and tired of watching, oh look, we scored 10 goals. No. The All-Star game is not a home run derby, okay? It's a game. I want to watch actual hockey when I watch the All-Star games. Please, dear God, NHL, rework your system, because it sucks. So, we've left the All-Star break. We're done with that. And now we approach Toronto. Toronto arrives in Dallas, and we play them. In the words of Steve Dangle, Austin Matthews, Austin Matthews, Austin Matthews. Didn't get a single point. In our beautiful 6-3 win over Toronto. Where were these Dallas Stars? I don't know, but I like it. I like their feistiness. This is our 2nd win in a row. It was great. First period, Shore, Foxa, Korpikoski, Richie, and the captain, Jamie Benn, with the power play goal. Oh, that was a beautiful power play goal. Our only goal in the 2nd period, Jason Spezza. Tacos! We love tacos. We love getting tacos. Tacos are great. 5 goals in 1 period alone. Last game before I filmed this, which was Thursday night's Winnipeg Jets. Tough fought battle. First period, John Klingberg with the power play goal. Okay. A captain. Hey. And then 2nd period, the caveman, Patrick Eaves. 3rd period, Jamie Benn scores a tying goal. He went bar down. Okay. We've seen this happen. It has happened to us before. We have hit the crossbar, it is shot in, and come right back out of the goal. Because the reality is, if we had reviewed that play, you would have seen that the puck went and popped right back out. In and out. It happened in another game, and we got a goal for it because we cried for the review of the play. So, I'm just saying, that should have been reviewed. That game should have gone into overtime. We probably wouldn't have played John Klingberg in overtime, and we might have actually won in overtime for a change. But because of this, we are now 2 points behind the Winnipeg Jets, 3 points behind the St. Louis Blues. In the midst of all of the chaos of this past 2 weeks, acquired 2 players from the Arizona Coyotes in trade for 2 of our baby stars. Goalkeeper, Justin Peters. Defenseman, Justin Hache. I don't know. Somebody tell me how to say this dude's last name. In exchange for Brendan Ranford and Brandon Troop. So we gave up Brendan and Brandon for Justin and Justin. Who knows? This might pay off. I will see you next episode. As a closing, please enjoy this video of my friend's son dancing to the taco song.